Hi everybody, I'm Debbie and I'm Basket Case Mama Fab Finds, and I am here with a What Sold video for the month of September of 2025. All the items you'll see here are items that have sold this month, and you'll see if it's crossed out on there, that means I took an offer, and I'll try to let you know what I took for it and what I paid for it, and give you a little insight as we go along here. So let me move that out of the way there. We'll go along. So the first thing we have here is, I'm actually going backwards from the most recent sale to the beginning of the month. This is a Villeroy & Boch Lucia's Core, it's not choir, it's core, don't ask me, clown, and it's a candlestick holder, it's porcelain. It was new in the box, but I do check it just because I bought it secondhand to make sure it's not broken or chipped, even if it's in the box. Because there are people that open things, use them, put them back in the box, and they look new, but the boxes look great, but they're not really new. Well, the candlestick holder itself is brand new. However, inside there were two candles that went with this that were like belted and stuck together because it apparently was like in a garage or attic. So I took them out and, of course, listed it as pre-owned, excellent condition, unused but stored. And I do always put that under my condition, like any notes I have about it. So this sold for $30 just the other day, and it shipped to Australia. So this one is a Russ Patootie pet, and these are just teeny tiny little guys about this big. He's 4 inches, and he sold for $22. This one is a Mary Meyer Panda. It has a felt tongue. It's from the 70s. It said Vermont on the tag, but it's made in Korea. And it sold for $25, and it sold so quickly, like 3 days. So I did do my due diligence in looking this up, and they have not sold for a lot of money. So I listed for $25. So either I did it perfectly or the listings were lying to me. And I do have WorthPoint. I looked there too. So frustrating. I don't know, but I guess I'm just going to go with I still made money on it, and I sold it for what it said it sold. And it sold for that, and it sold fast. So that's the going rate. But I don't know. That always makes me a little nervous when it sells really fast. So this is an Itsy Ritzy Lincoln Love Bitsy Bespoke Unicorn, and it's a Pegasus because it does have wings, and the wings are like velour, and this is velour, and this is like a linen silky thing. It's very nice for a teether. I don't know, but it's lovely. But it sold for $22.50. So this one is a lot of sugared glittery pears, and they sold for $24.99. And I did mean to like tell you what I paid for it and things like that, and now I'm not. So let me flip my notes over here. So I sold them for $1, so I made about $20 on them. So this is an Armani wool blend quarter zip collared sweater, an extra large. It sold for $40. I have had it for a little bit of time, but see, and I have a note, it doesn't say the best offer, but I have a note here that it sold for $36, not for $40. So they took it, I must have sent an offer for 10% off. I spent $5 on it, so I still made like $27 on it after fees and all the good stuff. So this little Under the Nile organic cotton baby doll lovey, it's knotted, it's so cute, and I thought for sure that it would sell for a little bit better than it did, but I took an offer of $10 on it. I only had $1 in it, so I still made about $8.40. This is a Dorfman Pacific Outback hat. It's 100% wool, felt, brown, has a leather band. It's called an Akabora style, I believe. So I was in really good condition. It was a little dusty, but other than that, it was fine. I took an offer of $36, so that means I sent out a 10% off offer, and they accepted it. I had $2 into it, so I made $24.19. This is a little bronze pitcher I picked up at a yard sale. It's about 2.5 inches tall, and it was hammered. I don't know if you can see the hammering, but there you go. It's got a really lovely patina. It was up for $15.55, and I got full ask on it. I paid $3 for it, so I made about $12 profit. This is a box elder Frank Lloyd Wright Art Deco mid-century modern necktie. The design is called Prisms. It's based on a house that he built called the Hollyhock House. And this was listed for $40. It sent an offer for 10% off and they accepted, so it sold for $36. And I had $3 in it, so I made $28 on it. And if you watch my haul videos, sorry, my brain went away for a minute, you'll see when I picked these up, I picked up a whole bunch of these and some Escher ties by a box elder as well. And the Escher ties do better than these do. So if you ever see the Frank Lloyd Wrights out there, like I always say, Art Deco always does well, but these do very well. So 36 on 3 is a really good turn profit. So this is a Playmobil Good Witch figure. I picked these up at the yard sale last summer. It sold for $6.50 and I had 33 cents in it, so I made $6 or thereabouts. And all the sales that I do, by the way, are plus shipping. So their shipping is not included. It's not free shipping. They're paying the shipping, just so you know. So this is a 1993 palm of my hand figure, ceramic child. There's scriptures from Isaiah that's on the bottom of it, right there. I will not forget you. I have you carved into the palm of my hand. Isaiah 49:15. And that's paraphrased, by the way, I think a bit. But anyway, it sold for $19.88, and I paid $1 for it. So there was about a $17 profit. This is a vintage pumpkin jack-o'-lantern light. I got it in a lot of things on Whatnot. It sold for $33, and I think I had like $11 into it, so I still made a profit of $15 and change. So these are really interesting. I got these in a lot with a bunch of other things. I set them aside because it's Tom's Toys. They're little stuffed bears. Tom's Toys is a Dollar Tree item. So I put them aside because I really did not think they would sell. And then about 2 or 3 months later, I picked them up and I looked them up just make sure before I put them in the donate pile, and saw that they had sold for more than $1 numerous times. In fact, for significantly more than $1 numerous times. So I decided to list them and see, because just because people have sold them before doesn't mean I will sell them. Okay, just to be clear, I have done this before, and I don't always, it doesn't always work out that way. But for these, they did sell. There's something about these guys, I don't know, but they sold for $24.99, and I literally had 1 penny in them because the other things I divided the prices up for the things that were in the bag with them, and I didn't include them. So I put down that I have like a penny in these because everything else was covered in the other items. So it was a profit of about almost $22 on those 2 little bears. Go figure. Believe me, if I could understand the way things logistically work with these types of sales, I would probably be able to write a book, but I can't because I don't understand it all the time. This is a Pendleton black short sleeve pocket tee in a XX. It sold for $29.88. I had $5 in it, and the profit was actually it sold on an offer for $26.89, so I made about $17.50 after fees and shipping. This is a Kaiway cat. It's by Onsuyers. It's a plush, swishy pillow type thing. It sold for $18 for its 10% off offer, plus shipping, and I paid 50 cents for it, so I made about $15 and some change. This is an Infantino fox teether. It was ribbed, it had crinkly, it was very clean. I don't think it was ever used. As you can see, it's really very nice and so cute. It was for sale for $10.11 and sold for exactly that much money. It was 69 cents to me, so I made about $8. This is a Whiskers tie Beanie Boo. Now, I talk about tie all the time. I don't sell Beanie Babies at all. I do sell some Beanie Boos, but they don't sell for a lot of money. But plush fluffies and classics and babies, the tie baby things, I do sell them, and they sell for really good money usually, so just keep that in mind. But this is a Teeny Boo. It's a terrier. Dogs tend to do okay, so I picked him up. He sold for Here's the answer to my question here. Oh, sorry, $15. So on an offer, and I had $2 in them, so I made about $13 on them. This is a 6-strand faux pearl with a pearlescent flower and lots of pretty rhinestones in the flower. It is very vintage and very pretty and was in really nice condition. It was listed for $55 and it sold for $55. I paid $2 for it, so there was a profit of $43 and change. This is a Royal Dalton Winnie the Pooh Disney figurine. Rum Tum Tum is what the name of it is on the bottom. See? Wait a minute, where is it? Rum Tum Tum. It says right there. Super cute, in really good condition. Amazing that the little drumstick somehow did not get broken at a thrift store, because it was picked up at a thrift store. I think it was actually in a bag at a thrift store. Worst case scenario ever. But yet, it survived. Other things, not so much. But he sold for $19.80 on an offer, and which means 10% off. Probably I sent an offer. I had $4 in him, and I made $15.86. This is a retired Thai Pluffy. So these are the ones I was telling you before. This is a Pluffy. It's called the Tylux material. They're very floppy. You can see how it's kind of like that fuzzy, almost, I don't know, I don't want to call it terry cloth, but it sort of is. It's like that really fuzzy, cute. But it says on the thing, you'll see Tylux, and this is from 2005, so it's just vintage. But it says Thai Baby on this one. And this is a Cubby Cuddles. So this is a baby tie. Anyway, it's all these cuteness things here, but they're called Pluffies too. So this one is, it was in very good condition, super cute. It was listed for $49.99 and it sold for $49.99. I paid $2.49 for it, so I made a $40 profit. This is a Knox Rose dress. I tend to pick up Knox Rose because it tends to do okay for me. It's not a huge upscale brand or anything like that, but they do a lot of boho. Boho is always in, and they're cute, and they're cotton, and they're nice. And this one's rayon, but they're like rayon or cotton, but everybody likes them, and they're really cute usually. So if they're cute, I'll pick them up. This one sold for an offer, 10% off, $27. I paid $7 for it, so I made a profit of $17.26. This is a Dachshund Nutcracker, as you can see. It is wood. It is cute. It's a dog. I listed it for $45 because I could find absolutely no comps. I did find a couple other dog ones. I found a couple other different brand, like name brand ones. This is no brand on it. So I just listed and blessed it and hoped things would happen. And it did. It sold relatively quickly at less than a couple months. And I sent an offer out for 10% off, which was accepted. So it was $40.50. I had $3 in it, so I made about $35, just under $35 on it. This is a Kutani ware Japanese geisha ceramic drinking glass. It's 10 ounces. And it was something I shouldn't have picked up. I thought it was adorable. Geishas are really like very popular. This kind of Asian I would have thought would be really good. It was beautiful. It was just Japan on the bottom, very vintage. I just thought it would be great. It wasn't. Okay, just so we know. But it sold for $10 on an offer. I had 4 into it, so I paid too much and I couldn't get any more for it, but I still made a profit of $3.90. And some days it goes that way. So this is a Talbot's long sleeve shirt. It's a rooster. It's embroidered on, as you can see. It's got that cute embroidery on there. And it was an extra large. It was listed for $35 and I took an offer of $25. I had 66 cents into it, so it was all good because I still made a little over $20. This is a Compia Moda extra large Hawaiian camp shirt. And I put Aloha, Tiki, all the words. There you go. It was 100% rayon. I had it listed for $15.55 and it sold for the full ask. I had $1 into it, so I made $14 and some change. This is a Revolution dance costume. It's a lyrical costume with this pretty beading on the front. There's a story behind this I'll get to in a minute. But it sold for $29.88. It's coming back because I sent her the wrong dress because my husband was away, and when my husband's away, I don't know how to ship things. He's in the other room, so he'll probably hear me say this. But anyway, so it's coming back. I have the one that she ordered boxed up that I'm paying it to get it back, and I'm paying to get it there. So I'm not going to make a lot of money on this particular negotiation because I screwed it up. But hey, things happen. I give myself grace. I can't be good all the time. But I usually am really good. These are, just so happens all these dance costumes and these dresses are all in the same box. They're, the dance costumes, which were my daughter's, are all in these like gray bags. The one I sent and this one have the same basic kind of bottom, but different tops. And I just looked at the bottom and the top looked sort of the same, so I went with it and I was wrong. So just, oops. I just have to be more careful sometimes. So this is a little pink fong fish, and this little guy is 3.5 inches. He's teeny tiny. Pink fong are the same people who do baby shark, but this is not baby shark. He's just a little fish. I don't know who he is. But I had him listed for $10. It sold for $7. I had 50 cents in him, so I made a little over $6. These are some MoMA, which is Museum of Modern Art in New York, coasters, and it's Fezziwig's Ball from The Christmas Carol. I had them listed for $20. They sold for $14. And I had $1 in them, so I made about $11.40. This is a Gotex swimwear top. It's just the top. It's a 16. It's got a built-in bra, blah, blah, blah. I have top only in big letters, and it is new with text. It was listed for $30. I took an offer of $20. I had $3 into it, so I made around $16. The season was ending. I just figured, make it going. This is a vintage lot of 18 little Kurt Adler Santa heads, all kind of primitive looking. As you can see, they're super cute, but they're little. They were listed for $28. I took an offer of $20 on them. I had 50 cents in them all because it was a big lot of stuff that I had. And this, so that's like a $10.79 profit. This is vintage teddy bear from Korea. It's from Yangi Industries. It's really cute. Just look at that face. Look at that. He's pudgy and cute. So he was listed for $20. He sold for $14.25. I had 50 cents into him. So I made $10.79. Did I say 10, that for the Adler? It should have been 17 for the Adler if I did. Sorry. This is a vintage mug. It just says JM on the bottom of it. See the JM there? I don't know if you can see it or not, but that's all. And but it's a beautiful green glaze on there, and it's just a pretty drip glaze. I had it listed for $19. It sold for $15 plus $10.50 for shipping, and it was 50 cents to me, so I had made about $13 on that after everything. So this here is a Ralph Lauren pencil striped shirt, and it has a purple tag. If you don't know, purple tag Ralph Lauren, there's the tag, is high-end. It's their highest-end couture line. So purple tags sell for a lot of money. This has French cuffs, which means there are no buttons on the cuffs. You have to use a cuff link, which I discovered when I got home, and I was kind of concerned. But okay, looked it up, did my due diligence, 17, it's 100% cotton. It's a purple pencil stripe. I did all my things, took my pictures, listed it, looked it up, and they sold for, 150, a little bit higher sometimes, but, lots of different in that area. So I listed for $150. The penny is from a sale that came back on and rounded up a penny, but didn't sell on sale, but sold for the full ask of $150, which is crazy. So I had $8 into it, and I made $119 profit on that one, which is good every day of the week. And that was my best sale for the month, by the way. The month was not great. So far, October is not great either. Only 2 days in, but I've sold 2 things in 2 days. So fourth quarter is supposed to be better than this. I'm a little nervous, but what can you do? So this is a little Modern Baby Elephant Lovey. It was listed for $39, and it sold for $30, which is good. And I had 60 cents into it, so $24 profit. This is a silky Thai Silky Beanie Boo, another Beanie Boo, but this is a Wasabi, is his name, Baboon. He's so cute. He's got big sparkly eyes. They're hot pink. I'm just adorable. He's just so cute. So I had to pick him up because he's cute, but I've had him a while. He took a long time to sell. I had him listed for $13.50. It sold for $11.47. Again, probably an offer. I had 42 cents into him. So my profit is after shipping. Well, see, the shipping was more than I charged for it because I guess it went to California. So I ate some shipping. So I made about $5 on him. And it'll be Bobby. Sometimes you eat the bear. Sometimes the bear eats you. Now, don't worry. There's times when because I charge flat rate shipping, sometimes it's a little over, sometimes a little under. So that kind of stuff kind of evens out, so I don't worry about it so much. But I do try to, cover the cost every time. So this is a Jerry Garcia hummingbird, Grateful Dead hummingbird study tie. It's vintage from 2004. I had it listed for $20. It sold for the full price. It was $3 into it, and I made about $15 profit. This is a counted cross stitch. It's very cute. It's just a little, it's not big. It's about the size of an ornament. And it's just on a little wire hanger for like your kitchen wall, or you could hang it on your window. But it's not terribly big. As you can see, it is a whole, 6 inches across. So this sold for $20, and I had $1 in it. So there's about a $16 profit. This is a vintage Santa surfing ornament. Super cute. $25 was what it was listed for. It sold for... It got sorry, give me a minute because it got misplaced. It was left off the list. It sold for $19.52. And I had 50 cents into it, so it was almost a $17 profit. These are something I sold for the church, and this is a little kissing old people, granny, grampy, salt and pepper shakers, and they're sitting on a little bench. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. My husband wanted to keep them. He was like, oh my gosh, they're so cute. They sold for an offer of $30.01. They were donated to our church, so $25.98 was the amount that got donated back to the church after fees. So this is Harry Potter Golden Snitch. It's fur and wings. There's furry wings on it. I open at the close, written on it. It's super cute. It was in great condition. It was listed for $25 and sold for $25. I had $5 in it, so I made $13. This is a Blue Sky Clayworks Country Christmas Cottage. It had Joy written on it, as you can see up there. The artist for these is Heather Goldmink. It is a luminary. It lights up if you put a candle inside of it. Did I put a candle inside? Because sometimes I do. I did not on this one. But it's got, as you can see, all the holes in it so the light can shine through. I had it listed for $35, and it sold for $35. I paid $3.49 for it, so the profit was about $24.33. These are Shoe Dazzle 8.5 and 8.5, size 8.5 white pumps. They're the Serena, and they have a gold stiletto filigree thing on their heel there, as you can see. These were my daughter's, and she never wore them, or she wore them maybe once, for like prom or something, or graduation or something. But they were in very good condition. They had a 4-inch stiletto heel. They were listed for $44.99. I took an offer of $38.24, and so there was a profit of $36, which may have been more than we paid for them, just because I buy things on sale. So I'm just imagining that I probably got them for less than $35, but maybe not. But still, I got some of my money back either way, so I'm happy with that. So this is an Echo Silk 36-inch square scarf. It's made in Japan. It has a rolled hem, which I may have a picture of here to show you. That's a rolled hem, as you can see. And there's Echo 100% silk. I had it listed for $48, and it sold for half of that. But I've had it a really long time, so I paid $2.59 for it, and I still made a profit of like $18. Generally, I don't take half price offers. I have to have it a long time to do that. So, just to give you an idea. So this is one of the Hallmark Barbie ornaments. I had a whole bunch of them. This was the first one to sell. It's the 1950s poodle skirt from 2001. It was listed for $15. I took an offer of, I believe, $12. And I have 60 cents into each of these because I bought them as a lot. So I still made a profit of almost $10 on it. This is a Disney Mickey Mouse groom formal wedding tuxedo plush. He's not very big. He's about 8 inches. He's a little Mickey. But he's so cute. I only had a Mickey. But I had so many of these little 8-inch Mickey Mouses and Minnie Mouses. I did lot up some of them. But this didn't make the lot. And he did finally sell because I have had them probably for as long as I've been doing this, which is almost 3 years now. So he's been around a while, and he finally did sell. Yay! I took an offer of $5 for him. There was 50 cents in him, so I still managed to make $4 or so on him, which is okay all day long. This is a Dakin 1996 rodent mouse plush with big ears and a string tail. As you can see, it's literally a string tail. Look at this old Dakin tag, though. Let me see if I got a picture of it. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Made in Korea, 1986. I put 96. Oopsie. He's even older. He's 86. But I had him listed for $26.25. And I have $2 in him, and that's what he sold for. So I made about $21 and change. These are vintage Christmas ornaments. They're Victorian angels. They're just the heads, and then the fabric is fanned out around the bottom. They were listed for $12, and they sold for $10. I had 40 cents in them, so there was a profit of about $9. This is a vintage Villa d'Oro Italy necktie. It's a jacquard. It's woven. It has flowers. It's very old, like 1970s. It reminds me of 1970s teachers. It's made in Italy. It's polyester. It's just so funny. It was listed for $14.98. And it sold for $13.48 on a 10% off offer. I had $2 in it, so I made a little over $10. This is a vintage royal blue footed iron trivet, oval. It was open work. It was really pretty, as you can see. Footed, the whole 9 yards. I had it listed for $30. It sold for $27 on a 10% offer. I had $6 in it, so it was a profit of $15.40. This is a fossil. Is that right? Am I looking at the right thing? Yeah, I'm looking at the right thing. It's so weird. I never know what I'm looking at. So anyway, this is a fossil giraffe purse. It had the keyhole here. As you can see, giraffes. It was laminated, and it was definitely a vintage one. It has a top handle. And this is one of the better ones. I have a couple of purses I found lately that were really good. But this one I had listed for $35, and it sold almost immediately for what I was asking for it. Plus shipping. I had $4.50 in it, so I made about $21.28. These are Greg Norman. No thank you, Rakuten. These are Greg Norman tassel elbow pants. They're for golf. They're a slim fit. I don't pick up slim fits so often because they're problematic for people that are not slim fits. They were listed for $22. I took an offer of $15.22. I had $2.50 in them, so I made about a $10 profit. This is Dice Throne. It's a expansion set for the game Dice Throne, and this is between the gunslinger and the samurai. Now I know nothing of these things. This is something I sold for my son, just so you know, because he's the game board guy. He's the pastor and the game board guy. That's what he does. So he's also an artist, but that's his things. So it sold for full price, $22, and so $19 of that after fees goes to my son for selling it for him. On all the things I sell for the church and for my son, I give them back whatever after fees. I don't charge for doing it. I do it for free, but I give them back everything after fees. This is jewelry making lot. It's just a bunch of findings and chains and all this stuff that I had that I picked up somewhere along the way in the days of when I was doing Girl Scouts, and I had it sitting in the closet, and I decided I had to get rid of it. And this was listed for $25. It sold for $22.50, and again, that was probably on a 10% off offer. I didn't have any money in it, so I had a profit of about $19 and change. This is a vintage Build-A-Bear bunny. It was also sold for the church. It was listed for $20 and sold for the full price. So after fees, they got about $16.70. And the last sale for this season was these Sancha pink ballet shoes. They were an 8 medium split sole canvas. Thing is, again, husband was gone. Debbie doesn't pay attention. I went in the bin. There were 2 shoes in there. They were this color. I grabbed them both and shipped them, only later to go look at the different shoe that was leather that somebody else was asking about, to discover there was only one leather shoe and there was still one canvas shoe, which told me immediately I had sent the 5.5 size canvas shoe, leather shoe, to the lady that wanted the 2.8 canvas shoes. So again, shipping mistake that I had to eat. But in the end, so it was $8 for the shoes that she paid, and then there was shipping once and shipping twice. But it worked out because I still managed to eke out $2.37 off of my daughter's used ballet shoes. It's all good. I'm out one leather shoe, and I'm not even worried about it at this point. But I have a whole new pack in there, so I'm fine. But it was just like silly, stupid things that you do when you're not paying close attention. And honestly, I did not. If that person hadn't asked about the other pair of shoes, I would not have had any clue that I did that. And in addition to that, I also have an item that someone purchased that I had to cancel the order at the church because it's not there and we don't know where it went. It's a doll. We have no idea where it is. So it's among the misting. Where we were there, we've been looking, we're doing some sorting through things to list more things for the church over the last couple of days, and we still haven't found it. So I did tell the lady if I found it, I would let her know, but it's disappointing because that's the first time I really had to cancel an order. The other person asked me a question on it, so I didn't have to cancel it, thankfully, but we don't want to get in the habit of that because eBay frowns upon it. But that is everything for this month. So I hope you found some information in this and you found it interesting. Hopefully, we're saying a little prayer that October, November, December are much better than the past few months have been because it's been a little bit slow. They're also upping the postage rates for the next 3 months for everybody, so that's a good time. So I have to go fix that next. But that's all I have for you today. I appreciate it. Again, thanks so much for watching. If you like the content, please hit the thumbs up. Please hit the subscribe button. And if you want to get a notification when I go on to post something to YouTube, please hit the little bell and it will let you know that I posted something new today. So thank you again. I will catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.